What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Destiny back again with another video, and this is another story time. So, today, well, tonight, because it's like 9 something, it's 9:19 or probably like 9:17 or whatever. At night, sorry, that's Orange is the New Black on Netflix, but besides the point. So this is another story time, my second story time. I think I have one more, or it might be like three more or something like that. I don't know, or two more or whatever. But we're gonna talk about the time. This is a middle school one. It's kind of like the one I posted like yesterday, but not yesterday. Well, yeah, it's kind of like the one I posted yesterday, but not that incident that happened. So, this was obviously my last year in middle school or whatever. That was my last year in middle school. I think it was like my eighth grade year. Yeah, it was my eighth grade year. And like I said, I'm the type of kid that don't talk a lot. I'm quiet. I, if I don't know you, I'm not gonna say nothing to you. Period. So, sorry, I was looking at my phone. And um, so that day was, I think, it was like almost the end of the day or whatever. So you know how a person like, okay, I have, I'm gonna tell you, in middle school, I had really low self-esteem. And it was like, oh my God, I was nervous. I didn't know how to act. I didn't know how to walk in school. I didn't know if I was going to get judged different types of ways, but I got judged either way. So, this was like one afternoon or whatever. I think it was like raining outside, or it probably wasn't. I don't know. Um, and it was like my last year in middle school. It was like my eighth grade year, and I was feeling good that day. Like I was ready to go home. Like I wasn't a school person. I'm gonna be honest with you. I wasn't a school person. I didn't like school. I didn't like to do anything about school. So school was really kind of like that hard deal for me, cause like I didn't understand why I had to go to school. Like I never understood why I had to go to school, but I went to school. So basically, like it's like almost the end of the day. I'm probably was in class, probably was like sleepy type. Probably did my work or probably didn't, and I just put it in my binder and just like I'm gonna do it when I get home. I probably never did, but I was that typical kid that never got in trouble. I probably got called out, but I never got in trouble. And also I was just quiet. Like I didn't like to talk to no teachers. I was just quiet. So on that day, it was the end of the day because the bell had rang. So I was like, all right, thank God I'm about to go to I'm about to leave. I'm about to go home. I'm about to do this. I'm about to do that. Da 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 da. And the third. So remind you that week, like that weekend when I came back or whatever, it was like the weekend before I came back to school. We had went out of town to my family's house, and I got my hair done. And so I had this like it wasn't a weave, it was like a wig, but it was like so not sewed in. It was glued in to like my real hair or whatever. And my cousin had did it or whatever. So my mom was like, yeah, you can go to school walking around like that, da 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 da, or whatever. So I was like, alright, whatever. I'll go to school looking like this. This was a hot mess or whatever. So, um, I think that night I took it off because I was like, no, baby, no, I'm not gonna be embarrassed in front of all these middle school kids that's around my age. I'm not gonna be embarrassed. Like, no, sweetie, no. And ooh, that day that I actually went to school or whatever, like that week I came back. So I actually wore it to school like I think like twice. Yeah, I think I wore it to school like twice. So my eyes itching. Don't know why. And so I wore it twice, and then I think the third day. So like I'm hyped. I'm ready to go home. Like I'm ready to go outside play. I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to do that. So I get ready to walk down the hall and remind you, only one of the girls, because it was three girls that was right there near the stairway. Because it was like this long hallway. Then it was like this stairway. And then it's like the library was on that way. Then you go outside. That was like the back of the school. It was kind of where the bus route was at. So I was walking down this longest hallway with all these kids in front of me, behind me, on the side of me, in the middle of me, whatever, whatever, whatever. I'm walking, so it's three girls. So the girl in the middle, she's in my math class. I know who she is. I talk to that girl every day or whatever. So she was standing beside this other girl that I don't like. And that's another story I gotta talk about too. So I probably got like 3 or 4 stories I could talk about. Then this other girl, I never talked to her or whatever. But the girl that was in my math class, she whispered something in the girl's ear that I didn't. The girl that I didn't like, the girl that was in my math class whispered to the girl that I didn't like in her ear something about me when cause I was walking, like they was standing right there, and I was walking, and I was getting close to them. So the girl that I didn't like pulled the wig because underneath, like my hair was like not stuck to my head, but like my natural hair was out underneath. And I just like put the wig on and just went out the door. Whatever, whatever, whatever. So I walked past, she snatched the wig off and threw it up in the air, and I kept my ass walking. I kept walking. I walked until I got out of the school and got on my bus with my hair like that, and I put my hood on my head, and that was it. I tied it up. I wasn't playing. Like that was rude. That was disrespectful. And if I feel like if I turned around, I would have literally punched this girl. I would have literally punched her, and I probably would have been in juvenile detention if I would have punched her, because she wouldn't liked me after I was finished with her. Deep down inside, people don't see me as a mad person. Like they don't see me like I can have like this look on my face all day, and people would think I'm mad. But deep inside, I'm not really mad. I just walk like this because it shows to other people, if you mess with me, you're going to see my angry side. So, to me, deep down inside, I always been an angry person, deep down inside. Yeah, that's another story I'll tell y'all about, that I actually showed my true anger out. And people was like, whoa, I didn't think she was like that. But after that, yeah, I was very embarrassed. I was very embarrassed to wear different hairstyles around different people because I felt like people judge the way how I wear hairstyles. People will embarrass you in front of their friends just to get a laugh out of their friends about stuff like that. And I feel like she basically bullied me because she wouldn't want nobody to walk around her and pulling her hair or her weaves out, which she never wore her real hair until high school. But she always wore weave through middle school and some parts of high school. But then towards the end, she started wearing her real hair out. So, and then after that, I was just like, no, ma'am, like you just don't do this. But I had another incident that happened with the same girl I'm talking about. But that's another story. And like I just like no, you're not gonna do that. You're not gonna treat me that way. You're not gonna embarrass me in front of my friends and my peers because you feel like you just needed to judge somebody and you just needed to get a laugh out of everybody. And people was laughing. People was laughing. I'm gonna be real with you. People was laughing, but guess what? I kept walking. That's when you ignore the devil because you know they feel like they did something. That's why you ignore them. You keep walking because they're ignorant and they like to do things and they like to say things. But never in my world I will ever do that. What she did to me. Ever. But yeah, guys, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you slap that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that notification bell and hit all so you'll be notified when you get my videos notification. Yep, it's your girl Destiny from Destiny and Jasmine back again with another video. I just did okay. Cut it that. I'm gonna have to like back that out some. But thank you guys. See you later. Mwah.